Okay, so we have this battery, similar to the one I've already taken apart. It has these type of screws. Which are the security T10, I believe, screw head. Let me check this out here. So yeah, that's the one. So yeah, it has to have the hole in there. T10. Once you get those screws out, you'll have a case here, and I'll pull this apart. It takes a little struggle to get those apart. These clips come off. And then the inside of this was this. Which is the batteries. And the battery management system board. Along with some posts to interface with devices. And what we're going to do is remove this post by removing the solder here on these points and removing the wire, and then we're going to put that back into this. We're going to have some wire leads coming out of this. I may have to drill a hole, but I think I can use this hole right here, possibly. That's out of the cartridge here. And I'm just going to snip this red wire here. And that should loosen up those wires. Just remove this ever so slightly here. Okay, now we're going to remove this, and we got the negative and positive leads coming off. And what I'm going to do is come back to my shell here. And I'm going to want to load these back on. Slide them right in. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and get some other wires that are quite a bit longer than these and heavier gauge and solder them onto this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is drill a hole in the bottom of this so that we can run the wires through, but it won't affect the ability to lay flat up on the ground or set on objects, and also I can obstruct the area of the top. Let's go ahead and I'm going to put a hole in here. Let's just do one more. Okay, not very even, but it'll work. Okay, so I went ahead and soldered the connections, just 2 wires, and I'm going to insert this piece into this sleeve. Contacts are over there, visible. Now I'm going to take this piece and it lines up like so. Take one of these leads, pass it through one of the holes, and another through another hole. here. Shut that. Okay. So we have a negative and a positive lead. I come to this negative and positive lead. I'll go ahead and put the screws back in here and we'll continue this video. Alright, let's get those screws in. Once again, I went ahead and started them. That's the T10 security. It's got a little, let's see if we can get that close over there. Got the hole in there, in the Torx bit. T10 Torx. Torx 10. We're gonna go ahead and just screw these back in. Let's put that guy on auto. Okay, sealed up. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to strip these wires. Okay, let's just flip this part off. What I got here is the other end of those wires. I'm just gonna video. Let's just go ahead and twist these up. Okay, what I brought here is one 12 volt 35 amp hour solar universal battery from Harbor Freight. This is an old battery. I've had it for about 3 years now, and these aren't really made to last. This guy here, pretty heavy. Like I say, 35 amp hours, but you can't really discharge it all the way. In fact, you only can get about 15 amp hours out of that usable. If this was a lithium ion battery, that might be a lot better. scenario, but this is an old battery I had. Lithium-ion batteries weren't always out, so what we used when lithium-ion was expensive. These are absorbed glass mat. Basically, these are lead-acid batteries. Absorbed glass mat is the cell types. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our Ryobi and we're gonna hook it up with these clamps. Okay. And we got that in our. Now keep in mind this is only 12 volts. So let's go ahead and put some devices on that. Okay, first up I have this lamp. It's an LED Ryobi lamp. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that in the bottom there. And voila, look at that. So it's got two brightness levels. And as you can see, working fine. Okay, let's go ahead and try something else. Got a fan over here. And this is the Ryobi hybrid 18 volt. Sorry about it being very dirty, but it's got 2 speeds. And you can see here we can plug in. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's see what we get. Let's try the low speed. Let me turn this other fan off here. See, it's, and let's go ahead and pump it up to the high speed. Okay, yeah, it's, oh good, let's see. So yeah, even though it's not 18 volts, it'll still run some voltage off there. Now I'm assuming that if I run my battery, 2 of them in series, 12 volt, it'll produce 24 volts. And if this isn't as fast as a normal battery, which I don't believe it is, I don't believe this is working as fast as normal. Let's just throw another battery in real quick to see. Okay, so yeah, definitely the voltage is making a difference on the speed. And so next test will be to see if we can run the batteries in series. Let's go ahead and try this drill, this old drill here. 15-year-old bad boy. Man, it's so heavy compared to the newer drills that you got out there these days. But let's go ahead and try this old bad boy off of this guy here. Okay. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't try drilling with this guy. It works, but not getting the speed that you need. That's for sure. Over here, I do have this Ryobi fan, and it's running off of power, AC power right now. Let me go ahead and turn that off. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just turn it off, and then unplug that. Now let's grab this guy and plug it in over here. Alright. Well, let's see if this big bad boy will run off of that 12 volts. We'll go ahead and just pop it on. to third level. And sure enough, now I have this filter on here. You could check out my other video for that. But yeah, it's running. It's definitely not running at speed that it could run at, but we're gonna try 24 volts next and see what happens. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed another 12 volt battery here. And so what I'm gonna do is run these in series. So essentially, I'm just gonna take this out for now, and we'll take this battery here, and we will hook it up to this negative here. Okay. And what we'll do next is take these and we're going to split them apart a little bit, but we'll put the negative close to this and the positive here. Now we have completed a circuit in series, so we should be at 24 volts. And let's just go ahead and try that drill real quick. Old drill. Oh yeah, we've got full power now. Although this is let's try this fan real quick. Oh yeah, I can tell already that the fan, which I need to clean, but hey, it's been used. It is definitely, it might even be running faster now up at 24 volts. So yeah, it definitely is, I think. Let me just try that real quick. I'm gonna switch back to the battery. Let's put this 4 amp hour battery in there. And let's just try that on high again. So, without a doubt, the 24 volts here is making this fan run even faster. Yes, definitely is. I wish I had a cubic feet measurement tool for that, but I don't. But you'll just have to take my word for it. But I want to try this big air cannon now and see if it blasts off. Okay, let's put that on. And I do have this filter on here, so the quality is already dampened by that. Okay, and yeah, that is full strength now. It's going even faster than it normally does, which is great. Okay, let's go ahead and take that off. I'm curious. Okay, so yeah, what we got here is that we could essentially use Ryobi products off of other batteries just by a simple little hack. If you have an old battery that is broke, just drill a couple holes in it, use the tips, and good to go. Let's try a new brushless tool. That's full power, baby. Oh yeah. Decided to go ahead and test the voltage here. What we got is 26.7 volts collectively.